Welcome back to the neighborhood, boys and girls. Our next guest is Vera Sciarra. Vera, welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You are kind of like a jack of all trades. You got the hard money end going down. You got the real estate end going down. Before we get into the deep details of that, how did you wind up here? You know, most people don't say in high school or in grade school, I want to be a hard money lender, or I want to be a realtor. So talk a little bit about your journey that got you into the real estate and mortgage industry.
Okay. I spent most of my 20s and 30s, don't want to give my age away there, but...
so last year and
this
year?
The year before,
okay.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Spent that time in the restaurant industry. Bartending, I've been in the kitchen, cooking, all over the city of Philadelphia.
Okay.
And about 8 years ago, I said, getting a little too old for this, so I got to make a transition.
So when you were 14,
yes.
You got tired of it? Okay.
And I was always interested in real estate. I love it. I love the game. I love the rush.
The hustle.
Yeah, the hustle. It's something where you can transition from that hustle from the restaurant industry and smooth right into this. And I found a lot of people in the same boat as me that did the same thing.
Sure. You know, it's funny. I grew up in the restaurant industry from young age, dishwasher, prep cook, everything. And when I find people, I can almost tell before they answer the question that they worked in the restaurant business. Because there are very few people that work in the restaurant business for a long period of time that are jerks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like almost everybody that spent a decent amount of time in a restaurant is kind of cool.
Yes.
You know, like you can relate to them. And they also have that hustle, you know what I mean? The bartenders, the waiters and waitresses, that's the hustle, the tip money. You're making $3 an hour, and when you really look at your check, you get nothing because that covers your taxes. You
Correct.
know? So you're in there and you're hustling and you're working, and it's 3:00 in the morning and you're sweating, but you're grinding, and that translates really well to this business.
Exactly.
So you do hard money with
I
investors?
started 8 years ago in working for a hard money capital company.
Okay.
Learned the business through that way and loved it. Really was doing it for about 3 years. And in 2019, in perfect timing, Vera fashion, I decided to go out on my own. Literally December 2019, so right before the world shut down.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, and I rode that out. It wasn't easy going out on your own. You know, it wasn't easy. It was hard, and now here I am. Made it through, better than ever, and I'm looking forward to the opportunities that come at me. I went and got my licenses in New Jersey and PA, so I'm real estate licensed in both states and can help on both ends of deals.
Nice. Now, for someone who's like a real estate mortgage novice, when we say hard money, we know what we're talking about. But when someone who doesn't really understand hard money, you're talking someone who wants to buy a house that needs work, so you're doing fix and flip kind of stuff.
Yes. So the loans that I provide are non-QM loans, so non-qualifying mortgage. Basically, for traditional loans that are Fannie Mae government backed, these are not those.
Sure.
These are investor type mortgages. They're non-owner occupied, and they're basically in an LLC, an S corp, some sort of corporation company. I provide for investors. Hard money is on the way in, gives them the rehab plus money for the purchase.
Sure.
And I also do 30-year refis on the way out, so they can keep them and hold them if they like.
Okay.
There's portfolio loans, there's bridge loans if they buy the property cash, or if they, inherit the property and they just need the money to fix it up.
Right.
There's plenty of options out there in the non-QM world.
Nice. And that's all basically non-owner occupied stuff. Like if someone says, I got a 522 credit score, I want to live in the house, that's not your world.
Nope.
That's not really anybody's world anymore right now.
I don't think that's even an option anywhere.
Yeah. There used to be, like, back in the day, like the hard subprime stuff. But right now, everything I've seen, even from our end on the brokered world of things, it's always non-owner.
I think after 2008, the subprime world disappeared because they realized it really wasn't a long time plan.
Now, are you doing stuff like bank statements, or are you mostly debt service?
It's debt service, but it's bank statement loans. We don't ask for W-2s. We don't look at your taxes.
Sure.
Basically, it's can you repay the loan and what you're taking out, and that's really it. They don't ask for pay stubs, anything. Nothing.
Now, on your bank statement stuff, is that only for self-employed people, or if you have some kind of funky W-2 job, you could do that as well?
No, it's definitely bank statement. They don't.
No, I mean, like, if you're, say you're a hairstylist, so you get a W-2, but you also get a lot of tips and everything, and you don't declare everything, you could do bank statements with that person, or do they have to be straight self-employed to do a bank statement loan with you?
No, anybody.
Okay.
You can have a 9 to 5, and they don't care. They just want to see the cash reserves in the bank.
Nice. And you're Jersey and PA, right? Philly.
I'm licensed realtor in New Jersey and PA, but I can lend in 48 states.
Okay, so you can do the mortgage side of things all over the place.
Correct.
What are the 2 states you can't do it in?
Hawaii and Alaska.
Okay, entertain. We're not getting the business there anyway.
Yep.
Now, what about big multifamily, over 4-unit, hotel, condo, hotel, that kind of
Can
stuff?
do it all.
You can do all that stuff?
Yep.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So we're going to say it more than once, but if someone's watching right now and they're like, I need to talk to Vera, how do they get in touch with you?
My email address or my cell phone.
Okay.
My email address is hbm22llc@gmail.com.
Nice.
My cell phone, 484-358-6666.
Okay. Now, you also do real estate, and we talked a little bit before we went on air. You do soup to nuts with real estate as well. Like, you're doing investors that might have 40 property portfolios and first-time buyers that can't even spell mortgage to go through there. What do you get the most out of? Like, what do you, driving home from the closing, which one makes your heart feel better? Is
I
it
love first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
I love first-time home buyers. I was a first-time home buyer at one time, and I went through a grant program, and Philadelphia and PA and New Jersey all have first-time home buyer grants right now, and it's a great thing to utilize. The market's turning. You can, between that and seller's assist, you can sneak into your first-time home with less than $5,000 out of pocket.
Yeah, we had people that put $2,000 down and got $1,100 of the $2,000 back at closing between the seller assist and the market shifted a little bit. You couldn't say the word seller assist in 2021 or the beginning of 2022, but now you can. It went from like whispering it to now you can just go, hey, this is what we need. We need some seller assist.
Yesterday, I locked in an FHA 3.5% down. New client with a 6% seller's assist on the deal.
Yeah,
and did not have to go over asking.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It's there.
Yeah,
you can find it.
And is your sweet spot South Philly, or are you?
No, most of my residential work that I'm doing is in New Jersey because I live in South Jersey now. I live in Collingswood.
Okay.
So in that area, the house that I put under contract yesterday was in Haddon Heights.
Okay.
But I actually am sitting an open house on Saturday in South Philly. So
nice.
Yeah, both sides of the bridge.
Nice. What made you come over the bridge? I talked to a lot of people that moved from Philly to South Jersey, and 9 times out of 10 it's parking. But
I've gone back and forth my whole life.
Okay.
I moved to South Jersey when I was 10 years old. Went to Cherokee High School in Marlton.
Okay.
But as soon as I was 21, I moved back to Philadelphia. Spent a lot of time over there. I mean, for the restaurant industry and everything was big over there. Sweet. That's where you want to be. But as I got older, and it was definitely the parking.
Yeah, Collingswood's got some nice restaurants though. Collingswood's got some really good.
And it's right at the bottom of the bridge. I can get right back to Philadelphia.
Yep.
I can head right down the shore.
Undercover places. I know a couple places. Really, really nice. Mm-hmm. It's been. The last 15 or 20 years, Collingswood has really been totally revitalized.
Amazing.
Going into, I remember being younger, my family, my aunts and uncles lived in Audubon and Haddonfield. And when you were going down Kings Highway towards Camden, when you got to Collingswood, you weren't stopping. You know what I mean? You were just trying to get on the bridge over there. And now that area is really nice. And not just restaurants, the good modern stuff, you know what I mean? Not just old school 50-year-old Italian restaurants. They got some really good vegan places.
They do.
Some good pizza places. It's definitely a town that has made a comeback and done a whole lot with it,
It has.
Nice. All right, so let's talk about your goals for the next 2 years. We talked about the stuff. Now we're going to talk post stuff. Give me some things that Vera is going to accomplish by 2024? Some things on like your vision board, some goals, some check boxes, things that you're gonna knock out either in your personal life or in business.
Okay, so in business, absolutely want to do more residential, more first-time home buyers, more residential stuff as far as real estate goes. Most of the, the mortgage and everything that I do is the investment world, which is great. I love the hustle and everything, but like you said, there's a really awesome satisfaction helping somebody buy their first time home.
Yeah.
And I got to experience that recently. I love it. And so I'd love to do more of that. Personally, I guess this also goes along with business. I want to do more as far as giving back. It was funny. I just drove past here and Voorhees Animal Orphanage around the corner, and it was where I got my first dog when I was 16 years old.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to. It's definitely going to be in the animal-driven sector, and I'm a big advocate for a funny farm. Animal rescue
Sure.
and things like that. So yeah, now that I'm in a place that I can, and I've established myself, I'm excited to do that.
Dogs do that to people. Animals do that to people. Like, if I find somebody who I'm like, oh yeah, you have animals, what do you? And they're like, yeah, I don't really like animals. That's almost like, yeah, I don't like the restaurant business. Like, okay, well, I'll take your money. I'll definitely give you a mortgage.
But I'm completely judging you.
Yeah, we're probably not going to hang out afterwards.
Exactly.
And we're not even really probably going to be Facebook friends. There's no use in that. If you don't like animals, there's something like screwing inside there.
I just put a check in the com box. Yes.
Move it on there. Hey, they're one of them. They don't like animals.
Exactly.
All right, last question, personal question. We're going to go with, you wake up tomorrow morning and you get a phone call that you won $1 million.
Okay.
What is the first thing you're spending money on?
My parents. I'm paying off their mortgage.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That would be my first thing. They've done a lot for me and my brothers, and they made the sacrifice so that we always had what we wanted.
Sure.
And to return that favor.
Where do they live now?
Brigantine.
Brigantine?
Yeah, so I retired down there in 2012. That's not even a second guess. That'd be the first thing I do.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep.
So they're gonna live mortgage free, and you're gonna hook them up, and you can figure something.
Well, I'm paying off mine too right after that. But
right after that, but pay them off first. You know what I mean? Awesome, Vera. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. We'll be back next week with Mr. Mortgage's Neighborhood.